All right, so here's the proud Brazilian Maíra Bueno Silva. What a rise to contention it has been for this young woman. She fought outstandingly well in the Holly Holm fight. Of course, that result was overturned, but the promotion believed in her to such an extent that when they turned her around, it was for the title against Raquel Pennington. This is a five-tool player, an outstanding ground game. She's got a lot of different submissions in her arsenal, and you can be sure for the opposition that is something of which they are acutely aware as they step up to face Maíra Bueno Silva here tonight. Well, the stakes can't get higher than this. It is the Women's Bantamweight Championship fight here, sold-out crowd, and all eyes, of course, are on the champion. She won the belt to become the new champion. Now her first title defense. Now the question beckons, is she good enough to hold on to this belt and take on all comers and take on #1 contender types one after the next? First title defense here and now. We'll see how it goes for the #1 135-pound woman in the world. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Maíra Bueno Silva! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Assassin.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Round 1 of a possible 5 is underway. The champion back to the feet now. Lands a big right. With a connection over the top. She's wobbly now.
She's hurt very bad. She's on skates. She has to get movement. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one more that's going to end the night.
Knee to the body. So both girls landed right out of the chute.
Oh, high kick. She's hurt. She's hurt bad. Oh, nice double take. Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
Bueno Silva's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, pretty good series of punches by her there. She certainly has found them.
Oh, no!
She is wobbled now.
She's getting up. Yep. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Snapping off that jab. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. And she lands a roundhouse kick now, DC. Pretty significant strike there.
A very significant strike, and you see her starting to take over the action.
Oh my God!
Well, that right there is as good a knockout as we have seen in this division all year long. Show money, win money. You gotta think she's getting a bonus check as well.
She looked amazing, John, and she got the knockout finish that she wanted so badly. What a night for this young lady and her team.
Back inside the octagon once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Well, not unlike the great Israel Adesanya, she doesn't hope and pray. She aims and fires, and she is still the UFC Women's Bantamweight champ.
What a great champion that rules atop this division. She's the queen of the world in one of the UFC's best women's divisions.
All right. I want to see you kill it today. Let's go in there and crush it. You work with your hands. She's starting to fall apart. Good, good, good. Your next opponent is not going to be able to keep up with you. That was some good work in there. Again, drillers make killers. Yes, I like what I saw today. That was some beautiful work. Oh, good job. Yeah, devastating punch. Awesome job. Oh, wow. Wow. That punch damaged her. Let's more of that. Let's do more of that.
Folks, here we go, and what a miraculous run it has been for this 135-pound woman. She fought for the belt back in the day, didn't get the title, everybody left her for dead. Look at her now.
She never believed that she was done. She knew that she would get back, even if everyone around her told her it would be very difficult. She put her head down, she went to work, and she's back now. And she feels like because of that journey, the ups and the downs, the torment that she had to go through, being depressed, not being the champion. All that has built her to be the person that can take the belt tonight.
A lot of valuable lessons learned. She's never looked better on the scale. Perhaps that will be an indicator of things to come tonight. Well, when you're the champion, you cannot rest on your laurels, and she certainly has not done that. She has gotten better with every passing defense of this UFC Bantamweight Championship, and she's got another significant challenger in her weight tonight.
She gets better every time she steps into the octagon. She understands the importance of defending this belt and defending it the right way. That's why she is such a long-reigning champion. She isn't a flash in the pan. She does not want to be here for the right now. She wants to be remembered. And in a division that had so many great champions in the past, she has to build a resume that can't be matched if she wants it to happen.
She's done a lot of visualization, a lot of meditation, strategization, and she believes without a shadow of a doubt that she will leave once again as the champion tonight. Our tale of the tape for this women's Bantamweight Championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Raquel Rocky Pennington. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Assassin.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, so here we go with this women's championship fight. She won her last fight by knockout, successfully defended the title, and in this division, a lot of women have succumbed to her power. They think they know what's coming, but once they feel it in the octagon, it's a totally different animal. So obviously, the #1 contender tonight believes she's prepared for what's coming back. We'll see how she deals with the early offensive onslaught from the champion. And that will do it!
Oh my goodness.
What a turn of events here inside this arena. An absolutely crazy flush knockout, and there's going to be no wiping that smile off her face tonight.
She's going to be smiling all the way to the bank after a knockout like that. What a performance. What a knockout. Unbelievable.
Here once more, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Assassin.
The Bantamweight Queen retains her title here tonight in a huge effort to get the job done. The belts are piling up at home.
She did everything she intended to do in this fight. She knew where she held the advantages, and she stayed in her lane to retain her title.
I wonder if she would trade her new belt to you for one of the old ones.
She won a lot of the old ones. The old ones were better.
All right, let's get in there and move. Really impressed with your performance today. Great job. Good work with the hands. Yes, I love it. She's starting to fall apart, right? Okay, let's go. Oh, big punch, big punch. I love it, I love it. That'll leave a bruise. Come on. This is a lesson to get better. Okay, come on now. Let's get in there and get after it today. look like a champion in there. Hey, good job today. You really crushed it out there. Nice work. Just keep drilling that. Never kick without setting it up with a jab or straight.
Well, she may not be the betting favorite here tonight, but there are a lot of people out there that believe this #1 bantamweight contender is the best 135-pound fighter on the planet. And at long last, she gets a chance to prove it.
She has told us constantly, anytime you are within range of her voice, she will tell you, I'm the best, I'm the champ. Give me an opportunity. She gets that opportunity. And she has lived this week as if she believes everything that she says. She has been sure. She has been confident. That is all rooted in her preparation, which to everyone that knows has been tremendous.
And both champion and challenger have a lot of skills, but this particular contender believes this is the best matchup for her in this top 5. We'll see if she can dethrone the queen. So the top 10 in the UFC women's bantamweight division has never been deeper nor more talented than it is right now. And of course, they're all chasing the champion who gets back on the proving ground here in a big spot tonight.
You know, and she knows that she holds the belt in the division that's been around the longest. She replaces champions like Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes, Holly Holm, and Miesha Tate. All these great champions that came before her, she carries that as if it's a medal of honor. to represent the history of this division in the best way. This woman is a savage, and she intends to keep that belt for a long time.
And in terms of muscle mass, body fat, I'm just not sure that she has ever been in the type of physical shape she is in advance of this title defense tonight. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so here she is, ladies and gentlemen, a woman who needs no introduction, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion, and man, has her popularity soared since her last win. Well, she gets back up here, but she is on wobbly legs. Oh, big left hand!
Oh, man!
Got it.
Cannot take too many of those.
Oh, combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
Dumont's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, she tagged her there. Great combination. She's staying busy here, connecting with those punches. 3 minutes to go. Left hook to the head. Dumont's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon. She's in a world of trouble now. Back to the feet.
Oh, nice kick. And landed some nasty strikes. Oh!
That'll do it.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So big, big knockout win for her here tonight. Now we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Well, not unlike the great Israel Adesanya, she doesn't hope and pray. She aims and fires, and she is still the UFC Women's Bantamweight champion.
What a great champion that rules atop this division. She's the queen of the world in one of the UFC's best women's divisions.